Hi, I'm Trae with the Dauby team of Keller Williams Capital Realty. Today I just want to take a quick minute to talk about where the real estate market is headed. So in preparing to figure out where the market is headed, we're always looking at trends here locally and nationally, and there were a few key things that really stuck out to me. In 2005, 2006, when the market was really hopping throughout the nation and here in Southwest Indiana, home sales in Southwest Indiana was right around 4,800 homes sold, and that's across the 8 counties that I'm considering Southwest Indiana. In 2009, it dropped drastically down to under 3,900 homes sold. So we had 900 less homes in 2009. So where have we been trending as of late? In 2016, there was 5,068 homes sell in the same area, and in 2017, we ticked down just a tad bit to 5,034. Now, sales have been down a little bit throughout 2018, and based on the last 2 years of where sales were at this point of the year versus where they are now, it's looking like home sales this year are going to be around 4,900 home sales. So we are starting to see it starting to tick down a little bit. And you can take a look at the graph that we have here in the video that kind of shows the historical trend of home sales here in Southwest Indiana in the last 20 years. You can take a look at it, and if it does trend down to the 4,900, it looks like we are starting to see a little bit of a downward trend in the home sales. The next thing I took a look at was supply of homes. So for the last 2 years, we've had a real shortage of homes for sale here in Southwest Indiana. That does continue to be the case. However, we are starting to tick up a little bit. Nationally, in August, it was the first time annually that the supply of homes have actually increased in the last 3 years, according to a recent statistic from the National Association of Realtors. The other item I looked at when looking at the national trends was Southern California. Southern California historically has always set the trend for where the real estate market was headed for the rest of the United States. So it was always a leading indicator of where the market was headed. And home sales in California has drastically dropped. In fact, home sales in June was the lowest that had been in the last 3 years. So it appears that the market is starting to cool off. So what's causing this? There's a couple things that is causing the market to cool off, but the main thing is affordability. Interest rates are starting to rise. Interest rates actually, as of right now, are right about 5% on a 30-year note. Last year in 2017, it was just over 4%, and in 2016, it was right around 3.6%. So the interest rate has risen about 1.5 points in the last 2 years. In fact, we have not been above 5% since 2009. The other thing is the purchase price of the home. Since there has been low inventory, homes have been appreciating at a quick pace. The median home for sale right now is actually 20% higher than what it was 3 years ago. So the combination of the higher price plus the higher interest rate has started to push back on affordability a little bit and starting to push some buyers out of the market. So what does this mean for you? If you're a buyer, this is probably some welcoming news. If you've been inside a home lately and you like it, you probably realized that you had to make an offer immediately without having any time to think about it. Once you did make the offer, there may be multiple offer situations. We've already started to see where the multiple offer situations have started to calm down. We're not seeing near the amount that we once were. So this is some welcoming news if you're a buyer. If you're a seller, don't panic. It appears that this is just a cooling down of the market. There's not substandard lending going on like there was back in the mid-2000s that really pushed the financial market and created a ton of foreclosures, which ultimately dropped values. It is just more of a cooling off of a market. However, if you are looking to make a move, I would do it sooner rather than later. Also, it's going to be ultra important that you interview a realtor and find somebody like our team that has the marketing resources to get your home sold quickly and for top dollar. Because as it becomes a little bit more difficult to sell your house, that experience, the proven marketing strategies are going to be very important to get your home sold. But if you want to know more about your specific situation, always feel free to reach out to us. You can reach us at 812-777-4611. Again, I'm Trae with the Dauby team at Keller Williams Capital Realty. Have a great day.